Hey there, kittios and chickadees. It's Tully. I just wanted to give you a quick update on things that we know thus far and answer some of the questions that you guys had from your surveys as far as grades and assignments and things like that. This information is subject to change, as I said in something that I put in writing. The State Department of Education is meeting this Wednesday, the 8th, to decide what to do with this 9 weeks. So as soon as I have more information, I will let you guys know. But for now, I'll answer as I can. So the first question that several of you guys asked was about a final exam and whether or not we would have one. So all that I have to go off of is a couple years back when we had an electronic test that failed during the middle of it. So the state had opted not to count that test. And what we did instead at that time in DB was that we were told to give a final exam in the class, and that the final exam would count as the state test. It would be the same big percentage of 15% to 25%. So my educated guess would be that we'll probably have some sort of final. And until I'm told otherwise, then that's how we're proceeding. Another question having to do with the finals is where we would take it. So obviously, if we're still electronic, then we would take our final electronically. So other questions, a couple of you wanted to know about if there were going to be any extra credit opportunities. That's a no, because I've given you last week to redo assignments and up your grade. Remember that all of those redone assignments are due by this upcoming Friday. If I don't get it by then I'm not going to grade them, because this will be the second deadline that's already passed to make it up. So most of you have already identified pieces that you want to update. That's great. Make a schedule, get on it, because we're going to have fresh work coming out this week. About grades, several of you asked questions with that, but two important questions. One person was wondering when grades will be put in PowerSchool. That's as soon as I've graded them. For my block kids, you'll notice that the Unit 2 essays, which you finished before we went on break, I told you guys that was going to be the first grade of this new 9 weeks, and those went in on Friday because I finished grading those. So some of you may be in a panic over that grade because you didn't do so great on it, but we can talk about that as a class. So yeah, I'm going to be grading throughout the week. I'll start tomorrow grading all the stuff that was due this past Friday and staying on top of that. So you should see grades every couple days. And last question was about, this person said, will the grades from this 9 weeks count even if the 9 weeks doesn't count? And that's a complicated question. But in short, if the state comes back and says that this 9 weeks doesn't count, then we'd have to wait on what our school board or our principal would advise us to do. But if the state says no, then most likely we would say no as well. But we'll see. I doubt that they're going to invalidate an entire 9 weeks. I don't know. But I will let you know as soon as we find out more stuff. Like I said, that'll probably be Wednesday afternoon or Thursday. Until then, keep those questions coming and keep working. Stay on your schedule. I love you guys. I miss you guys. And I'm here for you as much as I can be. So talk to you soon.